a second, please? We wanted you to feel like you did all year long, where you rush home, grab something to eat, on the fly. I know a normal banquet is you come in, everybody sits down, and then we let tables go, but that would be so out of the ordinary for everybody sitting in here, because you haven't existed like that for 4 years. So that's why we figured it would be a lot smoother process, and 25 minutes with everybody already finished eating is a great way to start. So we did forget a couple of things though. We'd ask you to please, if you would take your cell phones and put them on airplane mode. We have electronics set up here, and it makes it a lot easier. It doesn't cause any interference if we don't have regular Wi-Fi mode on. So I'd ask you to do that. Thank you, everybody, for coming. As we settle in to eat, and some of you have finished, if you jumped in line early, and some are still in the process, there's no rush involved here. Take your time. You've been rushing for 4 years. We'd ask you right now, however, to bow your heads and give thanks in your own special way, as we have much to be thankful for. Loving families, good friends, caring coaches, and teachers. Let us give thanks for the meal we are eating and for the caring hands of those who prepared it. Let us also give thanks for our special guests, families, and friends who have joined us tonight. Finally, let us give thanks for the special gift of friendship and influence we all experience through our relationship with each other. Amen. If you are new here, not likely, but if you are new here, bathrooms are available in the locker rooms in the east hallway to my right. Girls' locker room first, boys' locker room second if you go out this door. Opposite if you go out the other door. Please be cautious as you travel about the gym with the carpet that covers the floor. And at this time, as people are finishing eating, we're going to do a little different format. It won't be different at all for you if you haven't been here before, but a little different format if you've had other sons or daughters graduate. We're going to do the award of the boosters plaques to everybody as people are finishing their meal. So like we said, there is no hurry. So at this time, I'd ask Bob and Ellen Gissel to move to the back. Don't worry, we're going to take care of the Gissels later. That's a nice thing. So I'll call the names, and once I call your name, please walk toward the back, and Ms. Gissel will present you with your plaque. I will say, however, before we begin, if there is anybody here who did not contact me or did not send in their reservations, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for everybody to continue eating and finish your dessert. Please see me, because the only plaques that are back there are the people that returned the reservation or who contacted me today. I think we've got everybody in, but if that's not the case, please make sure that you see me so we don't leave you sitting here without the plaque in the back, because I can take care of that in like 2 minutes. That being said, first person is Georgia Babb. Danny Barrow. Emily Bates. William Bowdry. Paige Bedard. Julia Bernier. Ethan Barnett. Ryan Boucher. Andrew Brandon. Bushy. Kyra King. Shannon Callahan. Connor Calloway. Jessica Casey. Isaac Coffey. Owen Coffey. Haley Cooper. Bennett Cosio. Jacob Bellows. Laura DeMars. Jacob Diso. And Jordan Diso. Cameron Lucas. Shay Lucas. Hannah Earl. Mallory Edwards. Andrea Essler. Laurent Gagne. Jared Gamache. Lorenzo Gardner. Christian Getty. Dawson Bratton. Brittany Green. Emma Hill. Owen Hunter. Keenan Jarvis. James Conrad. Marlene Lamont. Logan Lanfield. Manny Lane. Hunter Legault. Austin LeClaire. John LeClaire. Olivia McCarthy. Gabby Ness. Nick Millward. Jared Nelson. Haley Noel. Haley O'Brien. Kate Burrow. Jordan Perry. Caleb Phelps. Brody Fisher. Xavier Fisher. Emily Rocktoy. Francis Rogers. Alexa Ross. Noah Rulo. Galen Ryan. Caitlin Sanders. Zach Savage. McKenna Spalding. Sam Stocks. Austin Training. Devin Ward. And last but certainly not least, Kevin Young. Ladies and gentlemen, our class is 2017 varsity athletes. Is there anyone here who did not receive a plaque? The plaque is back there. Who do we have? Laurel Hebert? Laurel, I apologize. I wasn't sure if you're going to be back from UVM or not, and I hadn't seen you in between. Okay, sorry about that. And Sophie, same thing. Apologize for that. Now, I'd like to have Bob and Ellen just stay there, just right there, perfect, right in the middle would be perfect. Because I think we would be remiss as a community if we didn't recognize the effort that Bob and Ellen Gissel have done for how many years, Ellen? 20 years running the BFA boosters. Thank you. Yes, please. So as we all know, a little fanfare, lots of grief from lots of directions, for 20 years have been pushing all BFA athletics by selling at all of our games and events, numerous games every year. Part of their effort is reflected every time that you drive into the parking lot and you go by the message board that you see, the electronic board. Was donated through the efforts of the BFA boosters, but primarily these two people whose time and effort made it possible for us to have that and continue to put our best foot forward. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Also want to thank Dave and Sherry Underwood, their wonderful family and staff, Mrs. Doig, Mrs. Raymond, and Mrs. Brunel for their help in preparing tonight's program. Also special thanks for the support of Mr. Mosca and Mr. Lyons, who are here this evening, Dave Kimmel, Tim Vians, and the entire complex staff. Thanks also to BFA and Scott Martin and the entire BFA maintenance staff in helping to set up the gym for tonight's performance. We're fortunate to have many outstanding people. One of them just happens to be the best athletic director, not athletic director, the best athletic trainer I was saying, what is he talking about? The best athletic trainer in the state of Vermont. You don't understand the home games, the away games that Julie ends up covering for us, most often outside of her realm of responsibility. Believe me when I tell you that not every athletic trainer handles things with the caring and the persistence that she does. So I want to thank Julie for all she does to keep our athletes and coaches safe. I also want to thank Jacob Diesel, Isaac Coffey, and Olivia McCarthy for all their help in my office. There's some people sitting in here that clearly understand, who just graduated, and 4 years ago we're doing the same thing. You understand the amount of work that they do, and a lot of what you see here tonight is because as a result of their efforts. Also, the unending caring support of Mary Burlett, whose dedication and loyalty is beyond measure. Whether she's organizing the bocce tournament, organizing the orientation for incoming freshmen, the athletic council, teaching the leadership classes, going to the events and games, or just plainly supporting everybody every day. You're a tremendous addition to BFA and the St. Albans community. Finally, to a coaching staff who works, cares, sacrifices, and inspires everyone around them to get better. Recognition of service, teaching and caring above and beyond for two special people right now before we move on. And coaches who started coaching when the graduates in this room were anywhere from 1 to 3 years old. So where did that 16, 17, 18 years go? For 15 years, the following winter season, each season, Stacy Rulo walked the sidelines as our cheerleading coach. She resurrected the cheerleading program and developed a cult following of little cheerleaders in Franklin County. She will walk away to begin her new position at the city school as an administrator, typically wanting little fanfare. That's why we couldn't allow that to happen here. Jeff Murray led the baseball program for 17 years and developed a culture of respect and doing things the right way, which is the foundation for our program today. Thanks to both of you for your sacrifices of time away from your own family, but most importantly, for just being you. Please give these two outstanding coaches and teachers a round of applause. Now I'm going to ask actually the two of you would stand up, because that was okay, but on a scale of 1 to 10, that was pretty weak. So please, the two of you stand up. And now what I'd like you to do is to be footprints in your hearts by giving both of these coaches a well-deserved applause. Well, I feel a lot better because I'm beginning to be a little afraid that this BFA attitude and spirit that we have, it kind of waned a little bit. So it's good to see that we have that same BFA spirit that we've always had. A special welcome now to the class of 2017, their coaches, families, and friends. I will ask the family members and people in attendance to please stand when I call your name. The Heald family, the Jackson family, the Flanagan family, the Patno family, Friends of Paul Legacy, the Bashaw family, the Corrigan friends and family, the Clark family, the Roberts family, the Bouchard family, the Vermont Army National Guard, the Horgan family, and the Royer family. These people continue to make tremendous sacrifices to help the student athletes that we have here so that they continue to walk away with the pride in their community and the pride in the school. It's a tough spot for everybody standing to be in because of your loss. but smile inside and be thankful for the influence that you continue to have on everybody that's here. Please give this outstanding group of people your round of applause. So right now I'm going to ask you to please pause and reflect on those moments that will bring a smile to your face about your son and daughter over the last 4 years, while I share some of mine from this year. Fireworks at homecoming. Raising over $17,000 in a powder puff football game to help battle cancer. Kayla Rowe, Cam Dukas, and Kaylee O'Brien leading the cheers on a roller coaster ride at the boys hockey championship. Haley Noel's courage and strength to overcome a concussion and be able to compete in the snowboard championship. Andy Essler's clutch performance at the foul line in the waning seconds of the semis at UVM. The Rutland and BFA football teams releasing balloons in a show of support for the victims of the tragic Harwood students' accident. Marley Lamoth's excitement and smile after a basket in a unified game. The pride exhibited by the Bob White Hockey Honor Guard in a show of continued support for the McGinn family. The grit and determination of Owen Hungerford. The skill, heart, and smile of Emma Hill. The respect and character of the football team who stood in the rain at Hartford in the fall as that community recognizes veterans following a tough loss. The dedication, work ethic, and smiles of Logan Bushy, Xavier Pigeon, and Caden Perot during summer workouts. The attention to detail working in my office of Isaac Coffey, Jacob Diso this year, and Olivia McCarthy, God bless her, for 3 years. The devilish smile of Ethan Bonnet, standing quietly during the anthem at the start of the hockey games. The consistent and competitive nature of Dan Marlow, Brady Green, Owen Coffey, and James Conrad. The quiet confidence of Laurel Hebert. The unselfishness of Kyra Kane. The toughness and strength of Zach Savage. The love of the parents here who supplied drinks, food, dinners, and love to our kids. Please look up just for a second. For everyone here, for your smiles, shared before, during, and after games, and in the halls, and passing by my office, because that is the thread that keeps all of us together. Long after the games have passed, the relationships will continue to grow. Thank you very much. So if you look at your program, we are at the VBA Scholar Activity Certificates. So I'm going to call a list, and I'm going to solicit some help from some of the coaches that are here. Maybe Miss Brulette, because after I gave her, said all those nice things, now we're going to put her to work. And anybody else that would like to help her. So these certificates are not in alphabetical order. But if the following people would please come forward, receive your certificate. This is in recognition of outstanding academic achievement during the course of the year. Out of the top 84 academic averages in the school for this graduating class, 53 of them are student athletes. Catch that phrase? 53 student athletes. 53 of the top 84. our people that are here tonight. Julia Bernier, please come forward, receive your certificate. Laura DeMars, Alexa Ross, Emily Bates, Hunter LaRoe, Emily Rocktoy, Jacob Diesel, Haley Noel, Isaac Coffey, Jordan Diesel, Andy Essemer, Andrew Brandon, Caitlin Sanders, Shannon Callahan, Nicholas Millward, Brady Green, Hannah Earl, Kyra Kane, Keenan Jarvis, Jacob DeBellis, Paige Bedard, Gabby Metz, Austin Tran, Kevin Young, Danny Barrow, Mallory Edwards, Emma Hill, Sam Stocks, Laurel Hebert, Francis Rogers, Laurent Gagne, James Conrad, Mariah Sears, Elin Ryan, Sierra Colbeck, Jared Gamache, Bennett Casio, Xavier Pigeon, Caden Perot, Logan Lankier, Megan Lane, Shay Dukas, and Noah Rulo. Hey, so listen, I obviously had the easy job. All I had to do was call the names. Thanks for your help, making that run nice and smooth. The next award, the Vermont State Athletic Director's Scholar Athlete Award, was established to recognize an outstanding male and female senior who have maintained a minimum 3.5 academic average while participating in at least one varsity sport. The candidates possess strong character and leadership qualities. These were announced in the fall, so this will not be a surprise to these people. They are Andrea Essler and Hunter Leroy. The National Federation Award of Excellence, recognizing graduating seniors who exhibited an exemplary display of sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity. This year's recipients are Gabrielle Metz and Andrew Brandon. This time I'd ask representatives of the Heald family to please come up here with me. So I was just notified that I'm kind of jumping the gun here once we get on the roll. We were waiting on the fall coaches when we finished this award right here. Caught them by surprise. This is called adaptability. The Glenn Heald Award is given to a graduating senior in memory of Glenn Heald, an avid supporter of BFA and sports, for enthusiasm, sportsmanship, and support of BFA athletic program. And the banner on the wall says it all. Glenn Heald was BFA's greatest fan. Here to help present these two awards with me now are Mr. and Mrs. Heald. Thank you for coming again tonight. This year's Enthusiastic Award, representing Glenn Heald, go to Kaylee O'Brien and Hannah Earl. So now that you're totally confused, we're going to go to the Fall Coaches Award. The coaches will come up and present their Coaches Award. The first one in the order that they're listed, from left to right. First of all is Mr. Murray.
I'd like to say congratulations to the 2016 senior class of football players. When I call your name, please stand up. Dawson Bratton, Hunter Leroy, Dustin Salyer, Xavier Pigeon, Connor Calloway, Jordan Tiso, Katie Perot, Noah Rulo, Jarrett Gamache, Austin Hotchkiss, Logan Bushy, Brody Pigeon, Austin Clare, Caleb Phelps, Nicholas Millward, Bennett Costello, Owen Coffey, and Isaac Coffey. The Coaches Award for the class of 2016 goes to Jarrett Gamache. I'd like to introduce Mrs. Rulo.
The recipient of the Fall Coaches Award for Cheerleading goes to a person who finally I got her to cheer in the fall. She was the captain of the team. She was also a part of athletic council. We considered her the team mom. She helped to rebuild our program over the past 2 years, and it's no surprise that she will be going to school for teaching in a giving profession. The recipient is Kira Kane. Mr. Tooth.
I'd like to thank my 4 seniors, Kaylee O'Brien, Alexa Ross, Jessie Casey, and Emma Hill. And this year's Comet Soccer Award goes to Emma Hill. And next up, Mr. Master.
Thank you, Mr. Tooth. If I could have my cross-country seniors please stand up, and that's including those of you who have run in the past. Georgia Ad, Hebert, anybody that ran cross-country, come on, stand up. Don't be shy. Once part of the family, always part of the family. There we go. I don't get to see your faces down, of course. This year's Girls Coaches Award goes to an individual who ran for us for 3 years. Great work ethic, and just a tremendous, tremendous person, Emily Bates. And for the Boys Award, his name's been called a couple times tonight, so I know he's supposed to be here, but he must be out training. That goes to Jacob Bellows. Next up, boys soccer from Miss LaRosa.
The 2016 senior boys soccer team, please stand up when I call your name. Dan Marlow, Ryan Boucher, Ryan Corey, Jacob Diesel, Laurent Gagne, Brady Green, Jared Nelson, Devin Ward, and Kevin Young. Just something quick about these guys. When I took over the summer program 4 years ago, these are the guys that Coach Kyle and I started with. And each and every one of these guys standing up right now spent the time over the last 4 summers with us, trying to get better and trying to make the BFA boys soccer program better. So I'd like to thank you guys, and I appreciate all your hard work and dedication over the last 4 years. Thank you. And the senior award tonight goes to a player. When he came in as a freshman, I wasn't sure. And then ever since that day, he impressed me more and more with his attitude, with his effort, and then becoming a leader this year. It was just great to see this, and I can't wait to see him in the future to see how he's doing. Jacob Diesel. And I actually have one more announcement. This is unusual for me, I know. I would like to take a second, because when Kyle and I took over the summer program 4 years ago, somebody was a real big help to us, and he happens to be sitting in this room right now. He volunteered his time, never asked for anything. He asked to coach older kids, he asked to coach younger kids. He was there every single night. I never had to question why he was there. I understand his son was part of the program, but that was never the case for Mark. He always tried to help us in any way that he could to get the soccer program back to where it needs to be. So I'd just like to take a second and say thank you, Mark. I appreciate all your time and effort.
Okay, so we are back on track. A number of years ago, we decided there was a need to help our leaders on our teams with skills that would make them more effective leaders. So for a lot of the people in here who remember the old days of student council, we resurrected an athletic council. The first year that we did that, we started from scratch in the spring just to get it off the ground. We had 15 people on that athletic council because it was for the spring sports only. So now that list has grown to 58 people that are representing all the different teams, fall, winter, and spring. And they do a variety of things from starting off the year with the pep rally and all of the activities at homecoming, and then deal with a wide variety of issues that come up on the teams, and work together, and learn that when you communicate with each other respectfully, you can get a lot more done. So we've got 24 graduating seniors that we'd like to recognize right now. So we'd have the 24 seniors, please step forward, that were on the athletic council. Come right up. Those people are Dan Marlow, Julia Bernier, Kira Kane, Kyra's sister, Owen Coffey, Isaac Coffey, Bennett Casio, Jacob Diso, Jordan Diso, Shay Dukas, Hannah Earl, Andy Essendler, Brady Green, Emma Hill, Owen Hungerford, James Conrad, Hunter LaRoe, Olivia McCarthy, Gabby Metz, Kaylee O'Brien, Caleb Phelps, Xavier Pigeon, Alexa Ross, Noah Rulo, and McKenna Spalding. Helping all year long with the Athletic Council, Mr. Walker, Ms. LaFave, Ms. Brulette, who, as I told you before, does just about everything here, and myself. Without their help, the effectiveness of this group wouldn't reach the level that we've reached, and the numbers wouldn't be at the level that they are now without their help. So certainly a round of applause for their help and assistance. So if you want to see how lucky we are, imagine every two weeks, starting your day at 7 o'clock in the morning with those 58 people. Those 24 are representative of the whole group. And as we discuss once they leave, and we've told them many times, it's the best way to start the day because of the energy and the enthusiasm that they bring to the table. So on behalf of all of us with the Athletic Council, we want to say thanks to those people for their time and effort. Hopefully they got as much out of the experience as they gave. The U.S. Army Scholar Athlete Award is presented to an outstanding scholar and fine athlete. Excellence in both academics and athletics is a goal many aspire, but only a handful achieve. There will be other materials coming from the U.S. Army that will accompany this, a certificate and a medal. But at this point, I have the announcements for the winners, and that's Julia Bernier and Jacob Diso. would ask the members of the Jackson family to please step forward. The Jamie Jackson Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Jamie, a member of the BFA class of 1983 by his family. It will be awarded annually to a graduating senior who will attend college and has been active in Bellows Free Academy athletics. Here to assist, Mrs. Jackson, and will be Jamie's niece, right? Is that correct? Welcome back. Proud of you. This year's winner is Noah Lulo. The Jody Flanagan Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Jody, a member of the BFA class of 1985, by her family. I'll please ask members of the Flanagan family to please step forward. Mr. and Mrs. Flanagan. This scholarship will be awarded annually to a graduating senior who will attend college and has been active in the BFA athletic program. Thank you for being here tonight. This year's recipients are Kaylee O'Brien and Dawson Grattan. So before we do the next scholarship, I'm going to ask that we have a moment of silence. The Michael McGinn Scholarship was established in memory of Michael. And as most people in this community realize, that family had another tragedy this past year with the passing of their second son. So at this time, a moment of silence before we announce this year's recipient. And our heart goes out to the McGinn family. I'll ask Coach Murray to come up with me, please. The football coach will select a football player bound for school or college curriculum who shows perseverance and is working to the best of his ability. This year's recipient is Brody Pigeon. Thank you, Coach. So last year, about this time, there was a gentleman who passed away, had not been in St. Albans for a long time, but graduated from BFA. And at his wish, the family set up a scholarship fund for last year and this year because he felt he wanted to give back to BFA because it played such an important part in his life. David Bell was the gentleman who passed away last year, and the David Bell Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior or seniors who have financial need and leadership qualities, is always a loyal friend and team player, is goal-oriented and hardworking, and is an athlete who gives his all and plays with his or her heart. We have two recipients. The female recipient is Jessica Casey, and the male recipient is Xavier Pigeon. Coach, would you give me a hand with the Kindle Mungeon? Coach Murray and Kendall Mungeon were teammates here at BFA and also great friends. So it's with a great deal of honor that I asked him to help me hand out these awards this year. The recipient of the Kendall Mungeon Scholarship should show traits similar to those found in Kendall. He was successful academically. We've already seen the result of that with the Academic Achievement Awards, and earned entrance to the National Honor Society. He enjoyed sports, drama, and music. His greatest attributes were his love of life, leadership, humility, and his ability to be a friend to all. He was the best. This year's recipients are Julia Bernier, Hannah Earl, Isaac Coffey, and Jordan Diesel. So following along the regular order, the Winter Coaches Award. The first coach to give his award will be Mr. Mack.
First off, I'd just like to thank all of the athletes that participated in Nordic skiing over the years. We've really enjoyed working with all of you. I'd like to recognize 2 seniors in attendance tonight that were on this year's team, Dan Marlow and Christian Getty. This year's Coaches Award goes to someone that was with the team as a sophomore. We had graduated quite a few seniors that year. Our numbers weren't looking good for the boys team. This guy stepped up for us, came back, and he's been with us ever since. We've got a large number of underclassmen, and he's been there for us. He's one of the last guys to leave practice, helping clean up, making sure we're all set. He's helping load skis on the bus, just filling in any gaps where we need help. So great opportunity to recognize maybe not one of our top athletes, but one of the major contributors to our program the last 3 years, Christian Getty. Up next is Coach Earl.
Thank you. Decided to do something a little bit different this year. I'd like to have Olivia McCarthy, Andy Essler, and Hannah Earl come forward, please. These 3 girls, it's very special for me this year, not only because my daughter is part of the senior class, but I've had the pleasure of coaching all 3 of them since 3rd grade. So I've had a blast watching you all grow up and become the young ladies that you are today. As far as our Coaches Award, my decision wasn't hard to make, but it was. How do you differentiate between the 2? So, the 3, excuse me. So, but there are 2 girls who have been 4-year varsity players, and they've been captains on the team for the last 2 years. So this year, not that I couldn't make one choice, but there's no way to separate the 2. Hannah Earl and Andy Essler. So I just think we'll get can't cut the star in half or the letter in half. I decided that you got something different.
The recipient of the Coaches Award for the winter came back to cheerleading in winter of her senior year, and she hadn't cheered since the 6th grade. She's not here tonight, but I want to recognize her for the support that she gave to the team all winter season and her incredibly positive attitude. So my award goes to Emily Lindstedt. Next up is Mr. Duplon.
Guys, come down quickly when I call your name. Logan Lampier, Zach Savage, Hayden Versing, Isaac Coffey. Come on down, please. Yep, keep coming. Ethan Bonnet, Owen Hungerford, Hunter LaRoe, and Noah Relo. My Coach's Award tonight goes to a guy that he's probably improved the most that I've seen in many of years, from one winter to the next winter. Physical development, his mental decisions, he was outstanding this past winter for us. All these guys that we missed, it was a great class for us for sure. They've had a couple of, not just one winter, but a couple of consecutive winters in a row, so it's a great group. My Coach's Award goes to Owen Hungerford. And now Mr. Walker. Thank you, guys.
This year, the snowboard team, guys and girls, we're graduating 4 seniors, Parker Lambert, Haley Noel, McKenna Spalding, and Sam Stocks. I have 2 awards to give out. First, the male. This guy, he's friendly, respectful. He's a hard worker. You can always count on him to give you the most reps in any preseason workout or the most laps in the train park. He's a guy you could always count on to bring the stoke to the team. Sam Stocks. For the ladies, the comments I wrote down was, this one sticks with me. This girl, she leads without wearing the C on her shoulder, which is a really hard thing to do because a lot of people think if I'm not the captain, I can't be the leader. But this is not true for her. She's fun, friendly, charismatic, dependable, and as tough as nails. Miss Haley Noel. Up next, Coach Wunsch.
Will the following seniors please stand up? Owen Coffey, Ben Ocasio, Jacob DeBellis, Tucker Dusso, Shayla Mazuski, Galen Ryan, and Jordan Perry. This year, the Alpine team was 8 seniors out of 12. So they leave a very large hole in the Alpine season. So if any of you people sitting here, those skiers, not boarders, you see the boarders have all the banners up, they're still striving and skiing. But if anybody knows any skiers, they left a big hole. I can't tell you, I'm not happy they're all graduating. But this year's senior group was exciting. They did exceptional. This year's Female Coaches Award goes to a young lady that's not here. I feel bad that she's not listening to this, but this girl in ski racing started late. When you run late and you don't do that well, you go to the end of the pack where the course is really icy. But the one thing she had, which everybody has a chance to change, is attitude. She always smiled, never cared about how she finished, as long as she felt well. And this year's Female Coaches Award goes to Mariah Sears. The Male Coaches Award goes to an athlete that stuck with me for 4 years. He's going to leave a very large hole in the ski reputation that we have here at the Academy. And this year's Coaches Award goes to this year's state champion in the state of Vermont, who did excellent in Easterns, well known for skiing across the country, or across New England rather. And this year's Coaches Award happily goes to Ben Ocasio. And the next award is Mr. Tooth.
The boys basketball program is graduating 3 seniors. I'd like the 3 seniors to stand up. Brady Green, James Conrad, and Devin Moore. Let's give them a hand. I would like to recognize all 3 of them for the consistency that they brought to the season, to a season where we experienced a painful losing streak at the beginning of the year. And we were at a point where we were starting to doubt if we were ever going to come out of that funk. And especially with the young team, I think there was some doubt. So we really needed these 3 seniors to show us what they were capable of in terms of leadership, and all 3 of them did that. But I am choosing one tonight to recognize, and this kid has quietly done his job all season long. He's done everything asked of him and more. And this year's Coaches Award is going to Devin Ward. Next up, Coach K.
I know you're going to be disappointed, but I am not Miss Kaminskas. And if anybody see me dance here, you clearly understand that I would not be the dance coach. But Ms. Kaminskas, as you may or may not know, suffered a knee injury. Called me earlier this morning. She has had some setbacks with that. We'll be checking in either the hospital tonight or tomorrow to try to make sure they keep that under control. So sends her regrets for not being here tonight. She, however, sent me an email with the message. The Senior Recognition Award for Dance 2017 goes to an athlete whose contribution to the team extended far beyond her athleticism and skills in performance. Her thoughtful nature, mature demeanor, and consistent reliability was an asset to her coach and teammates as she helped guide the team through a fantastic winter season. Lovingly referred to by her other teammates as Mom, her leadership will be greatly missed by her coach and fellow athletes. As captain of the dance team this year, the senior award goes to Caitlin Sanders.
Will the following girls hockey players please stand up? Georgia Babb, Jessie Casey, Cameron Dukas, Shay Dukas, Emma Hill, Kate LaRoe, Gavin Metz, Kaylee O'Brien, and Megan Wood. Some amazing young ladies here that for the second year in a row came up a little short in the championship game, but played their hearts out and proved that perseverance and dedication will carry you a long ways. This year's Coaches Award goes to one of those kids that just exemplifies that every day in and out of the hockey arena in her own personal life, and leaves me with a quote that you don't have to be first to be the best. Gabby Metz.
Alpine sometimes forgets a little bit. We want to pay attention. We forgot Frank Rogers, our senior.
So if I could have representatives of the Patton family, please come up. Mr. and Mrs. Patton, welcome. The Megan Patno Memorial Scholarship is founded in memory of Megan, BFA class of 2000. Megan was known for her love of life, dedication, and involvement in helping others. She possessed a family-based work ethic to succeed. Megan's boundless energy drove her to participate in many activities, including dance, band, skiing, swimming, hockey, softball, and soccer. 2 recipients this year, Paige Bedard and Sierra Coolbeth. So I've known all of these families that are representing the scholarships for a long time, and their friends. And I can say with all certainty how it warms their heart to see the smiles come up to receive the scholarship. That is the thread that carries through this community. May it always last. Henry Doc Tulip was and always will be an inspiration to generations of young people and a pillar of the BFA and St. Albans community. He was a permanent fixture on the BFA sidelines and a staunch supporter of all athletes and coaches until his untimely death in October 22nd, 2004. May his wit, smile, and memory remain forever. This scholarship is given to a male or female athlete who possesses those same qualities of dedication, perseverance, loyalty, and a commitment to be there for others. A further consideration will be the recipient's desire to enter the healthcare field. I'm going to ask Coach Ducalon to come up and help me present this award. Because as you remember, if you went to any hockey games back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Doc Tulip was Coach Ducalon's right-hand man. This year's recipient is Logan Lampier. The Carol McFeeder Scholarship is presented to the student who shows academic dedication, strive for excellence, is well-rounded, a dedication toward family and community, and shows school and team spirit. This is recognized by a certificate, a plaque, and this is funded by the BFA boosters because Carol McFeeders was a long-time supporter of BFA athletics before her untimely death. This year's recipients are Andrea Essendler and Devin Ward. The Dario J. Doc and Marge Comey Scholarship Award is given to a member of the girls varsity basketball team who exhibits the following: contribution and dedication to the team, improvement and desire to work extra hard during the season, sportsmanship and team attitude, and relationship to other players and coaches. This year's recipient is Hannah Earl. The Paul Legacy Scholarship is founded in memory of the first executive director of Channel 1516 in St. Albans. At this time, I'd ask representatives and of the Paul Legacy Scholarship to please come forward. Paul was well known for his dedication and persistent effort to achieve despite adversity and discouragement, as well as his enthusiastic love of sports and people. This recipient will have demonstrated these qualities both in the classroom and in their chosen sports. This year's recipient is Bennett Casio. Friends of Jim Bashaw Memorial Scholarship is established by Jim's family and friends to recognize a senior male or female basketball player who will pursue his or her post-secondary education. It's with great pleasure that I ask Sherry Bashaw, Jim's wife, to please step forward. And isn't it interesting that this is called the Friends of Jim Bashaw Memorial Scholarship? Because as Bert once said one time, Jim Bashaw had a way of making everybody think that he was your best friend. And he was certainly one of mine. This year's recipient is Andy Esselman. If I could have Christy's family and friends please step forward. The Christy Kelly Corrigan Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of Christy, a member of the BFA class of 2004. It is awarded to a graduating senior who is a member of the BFA hockey team. Preference will be given to a student who exemplifies leadership, a dedication to school spirit, academic strength, a love for the arts, athletics, and most importantly, a student with a kind, giving heart who embraces life and all the possibilities that it has to offer. Here to assist are two of Chrissy's best friends and her dad will help present this award to Gabby Metz. The Michael W. Johnson Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of Michael Johnson, a member of the class of 1982 by his family and friends. Isn't it appropriate that we're giving this award here at the gym, where his exploits were well known throughout the state? This scholarship will be awarded annually to a graduating senior athlete who will further his or her education or who will enroll in the armed services. This applicant should possess a special presence, which includes the following characteristics: fun-loving and caring, enthusiastic, committed to excellence, leads by example, and has a willingness to be there for others. This year's recipient is Brady Green. I could have representatives of the Clark family. Eva and Aaron. Representing the Clark family, the Barbara Clark Memorial Scholarship is awarded to students who exemplify the values of hard work, determination, and teamwork. This student must have a GPA of 3.0 or higher and have participated in both organized youth and high school athletics or activities. Anybody in this community certainly remembers Barb Clark, because she got a gift running that little flower shop on Main Street, a gift of making everybody around her feel better. And that's exemplified by her sons and her grandchildren. So this year's recipients, and there are two of them, Caitlin Sanders and Isaac Coffey. The Spring Coaches Awards. The first coach here is Mr. Mike Swin. Fresh off the course here, Mike. Multitasking as always.
All right, thank you, Dan, and all the BFA staff for all you do. For my girls, seniors, Gabby Metz, Jessica Casey, Laura DeMars, Caitlin Sanders, Emily Robtoy, Emma Hill. I've never had that many seniors on a girls golf team before, but what a great year. Thank you, ladies, for a great year we had. This year, my award's going to go to Gabby Metz. If Gabby, you could come up here for a minute. If anybody knows Gabby, she's quite a character. So our first practice of the year, Gabby, senior captain, 4 years starter of the team. She decides to forget her key to her locker. We've got to find some bolt cutters, get her clubs out so we can start practice. Okay, that's just the first day. Last week, we're away at a golf match. We're about an hour away. And I get a call from the golf course, and there's a car running, locked, windshield wipers going. Whose car is it? Gabby's. Keys locked in her locker. Once again, we bailed her out. Lucky she had a full tank of gas in the car. My one word to describe Gabby? Awesome. Great kid. Mr. Master.
He obviously didn't come from the golf course. He doesn't have hip waders on. Gotta have all my senior track athletes, present and past, please stand up and be recognized. Hello, come on. There are 3, 4, 5 seniors standing right now who came out from track and field for the first time this year. I believe each one of them said, why didn't I do this sooner? And I want to congratulate each one of those people because almost all of them went to the state meet and had an impact on this team as a first-year athlete. So congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to all you seniors for a fine, whether it was 1, 2, 3, or 4 years. You guys did an amazing job in a tough, tough season, especially this year with, as we know, what we've had for weather this year. My coach's award this year for the girls team goes to a young lady who has come full circle in her leadership skills, as an athlete, as a person, someone who's willing to go above and beyond and help anyone. She's out cheering on runners, she's cheering on jumpers, she's cheering on her thrower friends, and she is just an amazing individual, Sophie Provost. I'm going to have Sophie stay here because the guy's award is actually going to her brother who is working tonight, couldn't be here, but like Sophie, great kid, hard worker, and has become one of the finest throwers in the state because of his diligence and hard work. And next up is Ricky Foxy.
Welcome everybody. My coach's award goes to an individual. That could really be any of the 7 seniors that I have. Before we get there, I want the players of all sports to thank your parents and your grandparents that are here supporting you guys tonight. Thank you, parents and grandparents, for your support, because look what you've produced with these young athletes. So thank you. If I can have James Conrad, Noah Rulo, Cade Perot, Austin Trahan, Owen Hungerford, Keenan Jarvis, and Jordan Deso hustle up to the front. Thank you, guys. Like I said earlier, it could be any one of these young individuals. I appreciate everything they've done for me, with me, helped me along with the season. These guys have made an outstanding contribution to the lacrosse program this year. I want to thank the coaches that they've had before them. Keeps them in shape for this last final spring season of their last varsity sport in their high school career. My coach's award goes to somebody that I've never heard complain. He's one of the first to be ready. He's one of the last to leave. Every time I ask for a volunteer, he steps up. And most of these guys do. This is a special award for me. My number 2, my deuce, James Deason. Jordan Deason. I never use his first name. If anybody that's come and watched the game, you've always heard me call him the Deuce. Go Deuce. It's Cat. It's Deso. No, he's number 2. He's my Deuce. Thank you, guys. Mr. Horgan, thanks.
I'd like to ask my 6 seniors to stand to be recognized and congratulate you on a successful season. Ethan Bonnet, Ryan Boucher, Isaac Coffey, Bennett Casio, Brady Green, and Austin LeClaire. For the past 4 years, your hard work, enthusiasm, and hustle have helped make us one of the best baseball programs in the state. Thank you. This year's Coach's Award goes to a young man who embodies everything that a student athlete should be. He's an excellent teammate, an accomplished student, and leads by example both on and off the field. My Coach's Award this year goes to Isaac Coffey. Next up is Coach Hungerford.
Okay, for boys golf, we've got 5 members who have taken part in golf at some point in their high school career. If they want to stand up, Logan Lanfear, Nate Gunter, Parker Lambert, Xavier Pigeon, and Frank Rogers. All right, for the Coaches Award, we have a senior who switched from baseball this year. He had immediate impact on the team as a leader. He brought a lot of humor to the team. He was one of the first players to consistently outdrive me off the tee, and he reminded me of this regularly. And his secret, he said, was it is all in his calves. So the Boys Golf Award goes to Frank Rogers. Coach Basham.
I know everybody was squirming when I was sitting there, so while my seniors come up, anybody that wants to stand up and stretch a minute, go ahead and do so. Okay, could I have the seniors up here, please? Yeah, they don't move as fast as they do on the court. It's great having the seniors this year. You know, as you coach, there's some things, one thing that always sticks out during the course of the year that you really want to remember. So these are the things that I remember from this year. Shannon just could never keep the right score. She was either serving from the wrong side, right? And she definitely didn't know how to play a tiebreaker. So, Shannon, I'd like to give you this book when you go to Plattsburgh that'll explain how to do both. Okay. Georgia had lapses in her game. You know, sometimes she'd play tennis, sometimes she'd hit it like a golf, you know, like a hockey stick. So we got together and we created this stick. And so when she's going to hit a tennis ball, she'll hit it from this way. And when she gets the low volleys and stuff, she'll be, the lower part here is kind of a hockey stick. And then we have, of course, Laurel. Laurel has trouble seeing. She wears glasses, and she admits she can't see with them. And then she wears contacts, and then she sweats too much. So we tried to get together, and Laurel would like to present you with these. And Paige, in all my 50 years of coaching, this is the best one I've ever heard. Okay, but I have to get in character for this, so hold on just a second. Couch. We're playing, I have to set the scene. We're playing down at Spalding. It's 95, the day it was 95 out. And Paige called me over and I said, what do you want? She said, couch. It is so hot today. I said, yes, it's hot for everybody. Yes, but I don't want to sweat anymore. I said, what do you mean you don't want to sweat anymore? You're out here. You're playing tennis. She says, well, she said, when I sweat, I lose my tan. It washes off and I have to... And I can't afford to do that because I'm going to the prom. So Paige, coaches chipped in. Mr. Marlow has us on a tight budget, but coaches chipped in, and we got you a little bit of tanning stuff. It probably lasts from here to the end of the parking lot. But I do want to give you each a racket that's probably been in my basement for 40 years. The old wooden rackets, they're worth, the presses are probably worth more than anything else. And I really appreciate you playing this year. Thank you very much, girls. Coach Furlong. You want this, Brad? Oh, wait. Stephanie has to announce our award.
Thank you. This year's Coaches Award is being given to a 4-year tennis athlete. She stepped up to be the captain of the tennis team this year. She's an inspiration to all of us for her kindness and compassion, and honestly, I've never heard her say anything but positive things about other people, and that's exactly how I want to raise my children. I'm thankful for her for reminding me to be that person. Thank you, Paige Bedard.
Good evening. I first would like to ask Mr. Pierre Gagne to stand up. Mr. Gagne was my assistant coach, and last year handled the kids on my own in 4 courts, and this year he was there. He said he would help out the team, but not only helped out, he came to every practice, every match. He made a huge difference, and we had a pretty green tennis team this year with low numbers, and he brought a lot of kids up their ability, so appreciate his efforts. And thank you. I have a couple of recognitions tonight. I'd first like to bring Laurent Gagne up. Laurent is senior. He was our #1 tennis player, and playing first singles is the most difficult position on a tennis team, meaning that he individually faced all of the very best players, tennis players at each school, and he won some of the matches, and he didn't win some of the matches. But he was incredibly determined, passionate, and experienced. He was also co-captain on the team, and I appreciate everything that he did for us this year. So congratulations. And next, I'd like to bring up Kevin Young. Kevin, last year was a beginner tennis player for the most part. Came onto the team, played doubles all year, and right at the end of last year, I saw that when we were doing some practices and hitting, I saw that he really had some potential for singles. And this year, with the lack of players we had, Kevin had to rise up all the way to often third singles, which is very difficult against the teams we were playing. And he did so with enthusiasm. He was also our co-captain. He went to all the captains' meetings. He was always doing something sort of at my side, figuring out what I needed even before I asked, and that was very appreciated. I appreciated that very much, and it was really great. So for Kevin, singles and doubles player, outstanding sportsmanship, leadership, and team spirit. Thank you very much, and he is getting the Coaches Award. And now Mrs. Pipes.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to recognize the 3 seniors that are graduating from girls' commons lacrosse. It is a very painful time of year, every year, this senior banquet, when you have to say goodbye to seniors. It's a very emotional time. I'm not ever going to break down. Hang tough. Just want to recognize them all very briefly. I know you guys have been sitting here quite some time, so I'll be quick. First of all, Hannah Earl, who has a great heart, who always leaves absolutely everything on the field, has been a tremendous player for our program. She scored 66 goals for our team. She's a power player and a wonderful individual, and I want to thank you, Hannah. Next, I'd like to recognize Andy Essenler, who, as a captain of our team, has actually scored second high. She's the second highest scorer for BFA Comet Labs history. She scored 183 goals in her 4 years playing for us, which is amazing. And I just want to add that she was only beaten by one person with 196, who happened to be an All-American, so what are you going to do? Nice work, Andy. You're amazing. She actually scored 58 goals this year alone, which is pretty powerful. I'm also going to recognize Olivia McCarthy, who is a captain of our team. She is a defender. Without her, our defense would have fallen apart completely. She is really one of those unrecognized heroes on the team. She's always there giving a lot of heart. She's very supportive for every member on her team. I've never heard her say a bad thing about anybody. She's a saint. And so this year, my coach's award goes to Olivia McCarthy. Next we have Coach Berthew.
Good evening. Seniors, Kira Kane, Raven Beaudry, Megan Lang, Alex A. Ross, Haley Noel, Caitlin LaRoe, and Kaylee O'Brien. Please stand. I'm proud of you guys for the efforts you have given me each day, the way you represent your school, your community, your friends, your teammates, and your families. Early in the season, when we were 5-5 and weren't playing really well, we could easily have gone in the tank. But through your leadership, we were able to finish the season real strong. And our season is still going on. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, come to Miss Siskoy and help support these girls in their quarterfinal game. The Coach's Award this year goes to a young lady who is the epitome of what Unique Comet is. She's a great teammate, she's a giver, she is a leader, and she cares about everybody that was on the team, Miss Kaylee O'Brien.
So if I could have the representatives of the Roberts family, please come up. Jeff, Peggy, Benny. Stick around long enough, you get a chance to interact with a lot of people. I consider myself one of the lucky ones because of my opportunity to interact with just about everybody in this room. Benny, we love you and your brother, you know that. Connor Cheech, Roberts Memorial Scholarship, is given to a student who embodies the same values and qualities Connor possessed. Passion for life, dedication and loyalty to family and friends, multi-sport athlete, and pursuing a higher education. This year's recipient, please welcome Caleb Phelps. ask the family to please stay here and then ask Coach Murray, Coach Duclon, and Coach Capsey, please come forward. So the reason we're asking everybody to stay is because we initiated a new award this year. If you walk down the back hallway of the complex, there is a display recognizing the achievements of Connor Roberts as a football player, hockey player, and a lacrosse player. And probably the most touching, one of the most touching things that happened after we put that up was I was in the back hallway during a hockey game. The guys are coming out of the locker room because it's right directly outside the door of the boys' hockey locker room. And like they do with Doc Tulip Award before they enter the ice, everybody comes out of the locker room and touches the display before they head down the hall to get to Doc Tulip's Award. It's a special piece of what we do. We're going to call this the Hard Hat Award. If anyone here is a reader, John Gordon wrote The Energy Bus, along with many, many other books. One of them is the Hard Hat Award. It's about a lacrosse player at Cornell who was the ultimate teammate. An All-American forward who shifted his position with no complaints to become a midfielder because that's where the team needed him. And while participating as a midfielder in like the 4th or 5th game that year, took a shot to the chest on a shot with a lacrosse ball and passed away. So his family and friends got together. John Gordon went and researched everything about this guy, and that's where he wrote the book. It's a tremendous, easy read, but a tremendous read as well. And so we decided to have what we'll call the Hard Hat Award, which will be given annually to that football, hockey, and lacrosse player who displayed Connor's determination, work ethic, and caring attitude for his team and community. This year's recipients will receive a hard hat plus a copy of the 21, because that was his number, 21 qualities of the best teammate. In football, the award winner is Hunter LaRoe. In ice hockey, it's Isaac Coffey. And in lacrosse is Jordan Diesel. We'll ask that after, the 3 winners will please come over. Benny would like to take a picture of everybody. So we'd ask that those 3 recipients stay for a couple minutes afterwards to do that. The Tom Bouchard Memorial was established in memory of Tom, a member of the BFA class of 1975 by his family. This scholarship will be awarded annually to a graduating senior who will attend college and who has been active in the track and field program. The applicant must exemplify enthusiasm, dedication, and discipline in striving toward excellence in his or her activities. With the representatives of the Bouchard family, Tom's sister Paula and her husband, Johnny, please come forward. Thank you for coming tonight. This year's recipient is Andrew Brandon. Now if I'd ask Levi LaValle, please come forward. Representing the Vermont Army National Guard Award of Excellence. This award is presented by the Vermont Army National Guard in recognition of those seasonal athletes who exhibit the qualities of dedication, leadership, and respect to the BFA programs and surrounding communities. These awards will be presented to fall, winter, and spring athletes. This year's recipients in the fall are Alexa Ross and Austin LeClaire. In the winter, Kira Kane and Christian Getty. And in the spring, Kate LaRoe and Danny Barrow. The Krista Fiaschetti Scholarship is available for female high school seniors who have been tennis team members at BFA. This is not based on tennis playing ability alone. The applicant should have college or career plans and must exemplify love, enthusiasm, dedication, and diligence in striving toward excellence in all activities. This year's recipient is Laurel Hebert. The Dr. Sam Howard, Ainsley Lawrence, and Dr. Frederick Swizzler scholarships is awarded to a deserving senior based on athletic participation, scholarship, and need. This year's recipient is Emily Robtoy. Now if I could have representatives of the Horgan family please come forward. And Coach, if you would come forward. And Bert. It's wonderful to have you here. The Raymond Horgan Memorial Scholarship is given to a graduating senior softball and baseball player in memory of Raymond Horgan. Here with me tonight is his wife, Mary. Raymond was a dedicated fan of both BFA softball and baseball. He was a driving force in the establishment of the Girls Little League softball program and a former coach in the Boys Little League program in Fairfield. This award is given to a senior male and female athlete who has exhibited a love of the game through their hard work and dedication, and whose enthusiasm as a team player has inspired those around them. This year's recipients, Alexa Ross and Isaac Coffey. Thank you very much. Now if I could have representatives of the James Royer Foundation. So Jim Royer is a former BFA student and athlete. His mother is here this evening. Mrs. Royer, you can come up. So again, similar to the last one I told you about, out of the blue, about 4 or 5 years ago, I got a call from a young man who, very successful person in Rhode Island, and has had a business and established a scholarship fund and wanted to give back. This was years after he graduated from BFA. Wanted to give back to BFA and help students because of the influence that the school and community had on him. It's established by Dr. James Royer of Portsmouth, Rhode Island, BFA class of 1971. Dr. Royer's Scholarship Foundation is established to assist a senior male and female scholar athlete with a high level of academic achievement who will also look to further their athletic pursuits at the college level. Here to help me is Mrs. Royer, Jim's mom. It's a pleasure to have you here. This year's recipients are Emma Hill and Noah Rulo. So honestly, is there anybody cuter than Mrs. Royer? And if you watched a broadcast about a workout routine last spring, I called her son after I saw it on the TV first thing in the morning. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning in the park. She was up working out, doing push-ups, with a whole class. And of course, somebody interviewed her. And she said she did this just to maintain her strength. Thanks to you and your wonderful son for his donation to help all of our athletes. So now the Bellows Free Academy Senior Athlete Award is given annually to those seniors who exhibited extraordinary dedication, enthusiasm, leadership, and sportsmanship while participating as a varsity athlete at BFA. This year's female recipient is Hannah Earl. This year's male recipient is Isaac Coffey. So in closing, we actually did a pretty good job this year. There's a few of you that have got envelopes that I didn't give to you when you came up. Usually it's more than 4, so we're improving in that regard. Danny Barrow, I've got one for you for the Vermont Army National Guard. Hunter, Isaac, and Jordan, when you come up and have your picture taken, I was so excited about giving the award that I forgot to give you the envelopes. And so 2 things in passing and leaving. First of all, Chair, hopefully you don't mind me bringing this up because it's important to me. At your place is the picture, the little paper, white paper with a picture of the little guys hugging each other and a message. You know, take that home with you. Please do me a favor because when Jimmy Bashaw passed away, I promised to him the day before he passed that anytime we got groups of people together, small teams or large gatherings, I would leave a piece of him behind because he had such a huge impact on me. And boy, if you play for Jimmy, if you know that if you don't follow through and take that home, he will haunt you forever. Isn't that right? those of us lucky enough to have known him. So please take that and enjoy the moment, because if he was here, and he is, that's exactly what he would say to you. I think what I'd like to leave you with for our seniors, if I could just see those eyes for a second. I'm going to give you the 21 ways to be a great teammate, but it's really more than that. It's about being a great person. First one is sweat more. Remember, well done is better than well said. Choose to be humble and hungry. Pursue excellence, not mediocrity. The world is full of average people. Share positive, contagious energy. Don't complain. Do it for your team, not for applause. Show you are committed and be proud of that. Never take a play or a day off. Hold yourself and your team accountable. Treat everyone with respect and expect everyone to do the same. Give all, take nothing. Communicate. Connect. It is about relationships. Become a come with me person. Practice selfless compassion. Most of all, show that you care. Be a loyal friend. Love your team and your family and friends. Sacrifice. But most importantly, leave this place better than you found it. Best wishes to the class of 2017. Thank you for coming tonight. Take the time. A good friend of mine, Brian Kane, says, make every day your banquet. Take the time to do that. Thank you.